Happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. I'm Camille, also known as FoodfanaticTT, and today we'll be making a Mexican-inspired burrito rice bowl. I'll be using the Knorr Mexican Rice, and we'll be making a simple black beans with chicken topped with some salsa. Join me as we make this easy and simple dish. So we'll first start with seasoning our meat. Now I have some minced chicken here and it's already been soaked with some lime. Of course, Mexican food use a lot of acid and lime in their food. Because I'm a Trini cooking Mexican food, I must add some green seasoning. And they love to use like smoked paprika, as well as we'll be using some garlic powder and chili powder to flavor it. And a little touch of salt and black pepper. And that's simply just your seasoning for the chicken. So we are mixing this together and setting it aside for 10 to 20 minutes while we make the other dishes. So we are going to make our Knorr rice, Mexican rice. And first thing you have to do is to add some oil to the water. And it will come to a boil, but you add everything in the contents of the packet into the pot and let it simmer. And that's it for your rice. We allow it to cook and it just needs 7 minutes to cook. This rice blend is very easy. So we'll be starting with our black beans. We first add some oil. Now I've seen some recipes online state that, just add all the contents in the pot. I don't believe in that because I believe that we should really extract the flavors from the onion, the garlic, and even some pimento. Again, even though it's a Mexican-inspired dish, we'll be adding our own heat and flavor to the dish. So first, we'll let our oil heat up a bit. So I'll be adding the onions to the pot. It's really important that you saute the onions first in the pot. And by doing that, you're releasing the flavor of the onions. A little trick my mom taught me was just to add a pinch of salt to your onion. And when you do that, it further helps in releasing the sweetness from onions. So just let this onion cook until it's a little transparent. So I'm now going to add the garlic. And you give that a stir. And I like, somehow I just love pimentos in food. I love to flavor my food with pimentos. So I'm just going to add some pimentos. And look at that. This right now is smelling amazingly because it's all coming together while it's being sauteed. Now, Mexican cooking, they love something, we call it gyro in Trinidad, but the fancy name for it is cumin. And what do you do in a lot of Mexican food? They love to add a lot of cumin, or gyro as we say, to the dish. And that adds a certain sort of like earthy tone, a little slight bitter. Gyro can be a little bitter, and I love gyro actually in cooking. We're now going to add the black beans. Hear that sizzle of that pot. Now, to be honest, you just need to saute this for about 1 to 2 minutes. What we're really doing with these black beans is just bringing all these flavors. Again, it's canned. Canned is easy, but what you have to do with canned food is really just infuse it with flavor and just give it its own unique blend. So this Mexican black beans is just pretty simple. Cumin, some onion, some garlic, pimentos. If you want to add some more heat, you could add paprika to it, but we're just keeping it really simple. This is just for a home cook who just wants to put together a quick and easy meal. Look at this rice. It's so yummy. Guys, I'll give you an example. I did have a Mexican themed birthday party a few years ago and I failed at making this rice. It was terrible. I even for my birthday party had a piñata, and I'm gonna tell you, even as an adult, I was really bad at, bursting that piñata. But I had fun because what we had tequila. So this is just coming together really beautifully. It's really coming together. I love Mexican food. And the reason why I love Mexican food is that it is infused, just like in Trinidad and Tobago cooking, it is infused with flavor. Just like us, we love our seasoning. They love to season, and they love to use lime similar to us. Acid is a big part in the way they cook, and they love to add their spices. So their food is always very fragrant. So it's close to that 7-minute mark of when this rice will be ready. Look at it. Similar to the pilau, the water just has to be, dry down a bit. So just give it 1 more minute. And as the rice and the black beans are ready, we're going to start on the chicken. So we're now on to our chicken dish. And we're just letting that oil heat up a bit in the pot. The oil coat the entire pot. So normally every year, guys, for Cinco de Mayo, I have a line with friends. And now it's COVID-19, and it's now going to be a line with me, myself, and I. But that's okay. We're going to make this dish spectacular. So from my experience, when you cook minced chicken too long, it tends to become rubbery. And this chicken really, because we've added all our seasonings already to it, it really just needs about like 7 minutes to cook. And you'll see where it comes together. We will just adjust our salt and black pepper and just add a little touch of some cumin to give it additional flavor, because we really do want this chicken to be flavorful but not overpowered by a lot of seasoning. So I'm just going to add some salt and some black pepper. Yes, I'm being a little dramatic. And just, a little pimento goes a long way. Mexican food, they love their jalapeno, and they also love to have, their food also hot and spicy like ours. And that's why I love Mexican food. It has so much flavor. COVID-19 is really teaching us to cook with what you have, especially what you have in your pantry. So for me, this chicken, even though it's Mexican inspired, it's going to have a lot of Trini flavors. All right, guys, so the chicken will soon be ready. And if you look at it, it has actually released, chicken, when you're cooking chicken, it actually releases its own liquid. So the final thing that we're going to do to this dish is just add some jeera or cumin. And it's really going to give the chicken that rich and earthy flavor. Technically, if you think about it, kind of like jeera chicken in a little way, That's never a bad thing. Guys, this chicken is well cooked. It actually don't need any additional cooking. And I think we were well within our 7 minutes marks of cooking this chicken. Now, for those who are pepper mouths, I'm a pepper mouth, I'll be very honest. I'm married to a non-pepper eater, called an NPE. So for those who want it to be a little more spicy, feel free to add your pepper sauce when you're, putting together the dish. But this chicken is ideal. You can see the pimentos. It really has that jeera in there, and the salt and black pepper is well seasoned. So this is our simple chicken. All right, guys, now that everything is finished, we are now going to assemble our burrito rice bowl. It is time to eat. Look at this rice. It looks so good. So we're going to just section off everything in our bowl. So I'm just using 1 spoonful. And we're using our black beans. Now, ideally, we're supposed to have some avocado for this dish, but guys, avocado is not in season. Anybody who follows my page, you will know that I actually had a sub-story with the avocado. Yes, I know avocado shouldn't affect me so much, but when you like avocado and you cut open and you spend your money and you see all that blackness inside, you get disappointed. And I don't want to be disappointed. So what I managed to do, I combined 2 things. This is a pineapple tomato salsa. So again, using whatever you have in your kitchen, or if you just have tomatoes alone, you can just make a tomato salsa, but I like pineapples in my food. Look at this coming together, and we top, watch, dramatic effect, with some shadow Benny. This is so good, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope some of you will actually make this dish. I could see it was really easy. It took, 7 minutes to just prepare everything. And again, you can make your salsa. A salsa is really like a tomato chow. So have fun with it. There you have it, guys. That was a simple Mexican-inspired burrito rice bowl. I am not a professional cook. I'm just a foodie that loves her belly. It is Cinco de Mayo, so I just wanted to create a really simple dish for you all to try. I would like to thank Knorr for sponsoring this episode, and you can find Knorr sauces and side at supermarkets nationwide, and the recipe for these dishes can be found at eatahfoodTT.com. Thank you for tuning in.